Hey everybody, this is Fragger here, and I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of an update. Two things right off the bat. If you hear me clear my throat, I'll pause like this. Because I'm clearing my throat, because I have a weird thing going on back my throat. I think I might be getting sick or whatever. It's that time of the year. So who knows? And the second thing is, the game you're currently seeing is Zone of the Enders HD for the first game. It's part of the HD collection, so Zone of the Enders HD, as opposed to Zone of the Enders, the second wave, I think is what it's called. I forget what the second game is called, or second something. That's not that game. This game is Zone of the Enders. So you're enjoying that game right now, because it's a really cool mech game. You're seeing the first two areas, I think it's Factory 1 and Town 1. You're seeing just a straight up enemy encounters. You're not seeing me fighting bosses, because the first real boss I was fucking horrible at. Yeah. So, why am I doing this? Well, I put out a lot of videos this past week, which is February 15th, and I needed to explain a few things. And also want to talk about the future and the upcoming weeks, me trying to get back in the swing of things with Achievement Hunter. So, I got a few things that I needed to talk about. A little too long for a journal, because I hate writing, and I don't really like to spend too much time on Twitter flooding you guys with stuff, so I'll just make a 20-minute long video with robots beating each other up in the background, because you all like that, right? So first and foremost, what I wanted to talk about is why it's in this kind of video and not in the actual videos themselves. Well, I don't like cluttering up those kind of videos with this kind of stuff. If I ever do them, it's because I've literally run out of things to say. So, that's why. It's like, oh man, I have nothing else to say. Let's talk about this. I like to keep them about the video themselves. It's a little improper for me to talk about other things at the same time. So, you know, dicks and stuff. But when it boils down to it, put it all in one video. If nobody watches it, nobody watches it. But it allows me to point and say, these are my plans. And plus, I'm getting a ton of questions about what Jester and I doing next after Other M, and when is the Prime Let's Play going to start. So I'm going to answer both of those questions right here with this video. First off, Jester and I, what we like to do, or what I like to do, and then Jester kind of drunkenly agrees with me, is do a series of videos, a one-off, or two one-offs, and then another series, etc., etc. So, what our plan is after Other M, which should be done next week, hopefully next Thursday, Other M will be over, and I'll have to probably do another one of these, maybe, who knows. But after Other M, the big plan that I have is to do Happy Town, the Minecraft one, with him and I afterwards. Happy Town was going to be a one-off, or Fragger and Jester play the deleter, the map. But what I figured out is that we can easily make that a quick and dirty 6-part thing while I work on the Metroid Prime Let's Play, because that one's going to take me a very long time to edit, because the way I'm doing it is I want to beat it on, I think it's Hyper Mode is the hardest difficulty on the Metroid Prime trilogy, but you only unlock Hyper Mode when you beat the game, so no, damn it. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to be beating the game on that difficulty, but I'm also going to be doing some other stuff with the GameCube version at the same time. Now, depending on what I feel about the videos themselves, and if I'm going to make multiple versions of these videos, it's going to be either straight up like the way Jester and I did Other M, or I'm actually going to make it for release on Something Awful. If that's the case, I don't know how to. I have to sit down with Jester and tell them about their shit. But we'll see. We'll see. But speaking of Something Awful, I released another series starting, which is for N+, and that was for the hard games thread on Something Awful, which I'll probably link to in the description, because there's a lot of really difficult games in there, from a ROM hack to one of my all-time favorites, which is Star Tropics, done by Voice of Dog, which actually is, that's kind of what propelled me into this, because I love Star Tropics. Star Tropics was a game, probably my last NES game I bought, or NES, and I bought it new, and it was a really sweet game, and I'm very, very happy that I'm seeing it played well, and it's cool. So I decided to throw up the N Plus video, and I probably put that thing took me about a day to put together, not really a day, but I started it on Tuesday night while I was waiting for I think I was waiting for Other M Part 5 to I think I was waiting for the ending to cache and work correctly. So I decided to start playing N Plus and get better at it. And that's what led to the N Plus videos, that I just sat down, I filmed it, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of working. So I put the thing together, and I think it came out pretty well, and I'm very happy with it. So that's where that thing came from. But obviously, a straight-up YouTube Let's Play and a Something Awful Let's Play are two different animals. Granted, they can be the same, but, you know, the way that we do things here is a little bit different. So I felt that I'm going to try something new with that. I'm going to see if I can balance being a little more informative and being slightly comedic versus being wacky times. So, you know, you got to be wacky times with some games, and you got to be a little serious sometimes. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll see if that's going to lead to a few more. I have a few games in mind that I would do on that website. There's a few kicking around in the back of my skull, but we'll see. We'll see. But with the N Plus, I'm going to try to put out a few of them a week. I'm hoping about 2 a week if I can, because I don't want to be spending a lot of time on N Plus. And if I can put out 2 a week, I'll be very, very happy. But what I may do is that if, I'm assuming most of you guys don't have Something Awful forum accounts, I'll be posting them on there, and the days that I don't have videos I have putting up, I'll release them on there. Although what I may just do is put them out like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and keep Tuesday and Thursdays to stuff for you guys. But then I'm putting out 5 videos a week, and that's kind of ridiculous, and that sucks. So, but then again, me and Tudor, we're going to be done with Transformers eventually, so hopefully that will be a lot better. I just don't want to overload myself by putting out 5 videos a week on my personal YouTube channel and then putting out a couple videos a week on Achievement Hunter. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. But you know what? I can make it work. And if you guys keep watching it, I'll keep doing it. But speaking of Achievement Hunter, I get a lot of questions about Retroactive. A lot of people like Retroactive. I like Retroactive. Jeff likes Retroactive. Contrary to popular belief, Retroactive is actually liked, mainly because I've been see, this is not me being like, look how amazing I am. This is like what I've been told is that they feel like it's a well-edited show, and I made it that way. That was my design choice. My design choice for Retroactive was to make it a very active editing show. So like if I'm talking about something, I'm showing it. I'm showing exactly what I'm talking about. As opposed to, here's a game, and I'm talking about, like, okay, the subject of the story is, the game is like Mega Man, I bring up Castlevania, and I just keep showing Mega Man. No, I'm going to show Castlevania. If I'm talking like, oh, it's like when you fight the final boss in Castlevania, I'll show the final boss from Castlevania. Like, I do that, and I word the episodes very specifically so that I can show what I'm doing. I've actually had to rework my plot points because I couldn't get that stuff filmed correctly, so I had to restate things. I actually had to do that. I think it was the Clock Tower video. I had to be very careful with what I said so I didn't have to overshoot things. But I don't like the fact that I'm not putting out videos regularly on Achievement Hunter, so I'm fixing that. This weekend I'm going to be trying to get out 2 retroactives because I'm a fucking idiot. You know, I don't have enough to do, so I might as well make 2 retroactives, work on an N Plus video, and make sure the next Transformers video goes out. And I'm probably filming Mass Effect 3 this weekend with Rolo T and Jester. I'm an idiot. I think we've established that I'm fucking stupid. So we'll see how this shit plays out. And I may also have another game to work on too, because it's getting busy, so who knows. And then Crysis 3 comes out. I have very, very poor timing. But when it really does come down to things at the very, very end of the day, I'm gonna start cutting things off that I don't think are well done. I mean, it's me and Tudor sitting down and play Transformers is one thing, but making sure the videos are ready are an entirely other thing. I know I need to get those done with him because he's going back to work, I think, next week. Well, the week after next. So about a week to get that shit done with him before it's gonna be next to impossible to film things. So that's kind of how things are going. Is that I need to do certain things in a certain amount of time, and then other things can happen, you know, at their own pace, like the N+ stuff. So that's kind of what's happening and what's coming are all of those things. And when it comes to these type of videos, I'm probably not going to do them that often. I'll probably do them like around now when I'm almost done with a Let's Play or whatever, or when I'm about to start another series, or I do something like N+ again, which is something entirely different. So we will see how this goes. And maybe the next time I'll play like Half Minute Hero and put a video of that up. That sounds fun. So that'll about do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling, and I hope you guys understand a little bit more about what's in the pipeline on this channel. And I'm not gonna let it just sit idle again. My goal is to put out a video a week. Next week is looking like 5. I'm smart. See you guys.